Hi, first grade. Happy Wednesday. I don't know if you're watching this before or after our Zoom meeting. So if it's before, I'm looking forward so much to our Zoom meeting today with the mayor of Kansas City. I'm so excited to hear from him and to see what all he has to tell us and teach us about. If it's after, I hope that you were able to join and you had a good time and you felt like you learned something new with this really special opportunity. So happy Wednesday again. And I'm recording this video on Tuesday and the weather's super nice today. I got up early so I could get all my work done so I could enjoy the afternoon outside. So I hope you guys were able to be outside yesterday and enjoy the weather, and hopefully Thursday is supposed to be super nice too. So happy for new, bright, sunshiny weather because last week was rough without it. So we're gonna do a spelling lesson today. We have day 2 of our spelling, so we'll have our mystery word and then our 2 sentences. Y'all know the drill by now. And then the spelling test is on Friday, so keep in mind that we still are studying our words even if you don't have a spelling assignment. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen. Here we go, PowerPoint. Also, parents, you'll find this funny. I love that I show stuff on my video screen and I never make it any bigger. And I know that you guys can't see it very well. I go back and I watch these videos. I'm like, I like how I show them things on my whiteboard and in my hands, like you guys can see it. It's like this tiny little box on the screen. So I'm gonna try and be better about widening my picture if I'm talking like using my board or doing a story or things like that. Forgot to get my whiteboard out. So you guys go ahead and get your pencil and paper ready to go. We're gonna do our mystery word first. I got my whiteboard. Remember that we are working on the aw sound this week. So there are 3 ways to spell aw. Remember at the vowel times all the way down at the bottom. Aw, so we can spell it with an O, we can spell it A-W, or we can spell it with A-U. So we're working on the A-W and the A-U words this week. And so our mystery word is going to have either AW or AU, and it follows the one rule that's like very consistent. So hopefully we can get our mystery word today. I don't know what to do about my picture here. Okay, is that better? I don't know, we'll find out. Okay, so our mystery word today is paw. Paw. My dog likes to chew on her paw. She really does. She does funny stuff. But dogs, I don't know. The dog tripped and hurt its paw. 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 Good. So we have 2 sounds in paw. Doesn't mean we have 2 letters. Just means we have 2 sounds. I keep looking down at my corner of my screen. Paw. So we have our first sound p, 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 is P, and our second sound is ah. And this is the for sure rule that always is followed, is that if we have the ah sound at the end with no letters after it, we're going to spell it with A-W, paw. P-A-W. If you spelled your mystery word correct, give yourself a round of applause. I'm trying not to cover it. There we go. You guys give me a mess. Yay for paw. If you did not spell it correctly, if you either used a U or if you used an O, that's okay. Go ahead and get it correct on your paper so that you have your mystery word correct that follows that AW rule. Paw, paw, paw. All right, good work, first grade. Remember, if I'm going too fast, and I will go too fast through these sentences because I do not wait for you all to be finished, please make sure that you pause the video. So just a reminder, here are all of our spelling words at the bottom. We have saw, jaw, claw, hawk, crawl, halls, 1, 2. Okay, so I'm going to cover it with my picture here. So we have our first sentence, and remember that there's a couple different points to this activity. One is just to be practicing our very, very best handwriting, using our very neatest handwriting that we have. So just a reminder, I don't have any lines on mine. I'm going to go ahead and just draw one bottom line because I know that every single letter that I draw in this sentence is going to touch this bottom line. We do not have letters that float all over the place. The next reason we always do this activity is because it's good to practice using our spelling in complete sentences. So we have the boy saw one red hawk. The boy saw one red hawk. So I'm going to go ahead and write this in my very neatest handwriting. I know I start with a capital T for the, and every letter that I'm writing is touching that bottom line. And I'm going to try to make all my top letters or my high letters the same height and all my middle letters the same height. Okay, so the boy saw one red, whoops, hawk. Okay, so remember that our Y hops down below. It still sits on that bottom line. Doesn't sit up at the top, doesn't come down, doesn't sit below. It sits on the line and its tail comes out. Okay, and then all of these middle letters are all the same height. Our top letters are all the same height. So remember that we're using our very, very best handwriting for the boy saw one red hawk. Now, you're going to add a detailed sentence to the boy saw one red hawk. Remember, we think of this sentence as a story. So if we were reading a story and the first page said the boy saw one red hawk, what would you want that second page to say? What detail do you want to know about this sentence? Do you want to know more about the red hawk? Do you want to know where the boy was? Let's see if I can, that's my picture, you guys. Where the boy was for seeing the red hawk. How big was the red hawk? How big was the boy? What was he wearing? Were they in the woods? Were they in a zoo? Was the hawk moving? Was it sitting in a tree? So there's lots of different details that you can add to this story starter of the boy saw one red hawk. So go ahead and take some time to write your second sentence and then draw your picture for the story that you've now created. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next sentence. So pause this video so you can finish up the boy saw one red hawk. Good work. All right, moving my picture back. This is so much more, I mean, you guys, I cannot believe I've been doing all my videos with that tiny little video box. And you know, it's funny, after every video, I would say, Carly, you can't, or Mrs. Overish, you can't keep doing the videos and expecting them to be able to see you in the tiny little video box. And I kept doing them. But here we are, I've learned. It just took me a couple weeks. Proud of me. All right. 2 bugs crawl by the queen. 2 bugs crawl by the queen. And there's always one sentence on this work that just, I can't wait to see your detailed, because 2 bugs crawl by the queen, I feel like is like a great starter to a story. I can't wait to see what you guys put for your second detailed sentence. So remember that all of our letters are touching that bottom line. We're doing our best to make all the high letters the same height, all the middle letters the same height, and all the letters that drop below the same. So like our G and our Y and our Q. 2 bugs crawl by the queen. And remember on our W, so 2 bugs crawl by the queen. So their W on the screen is just like this, but we know that we draw, that's because of the way it's typed. We know that we draw our Q's with it coming back up to the side. So drop it down, back up. Okay? And remember that it still sits on the, that was bad. See how it didn't sit on that line? My line's thicker. This is my best one. See, and it's okay to make mistakes too. So, but see how my T and my H are the same height, my U, E, E, N, all the same height. So even though I don't have those dotted lines or the top lines, I still can make sure I have really neat handwriting, okay? 2 bugs crawl by the queen. Now, oh my gosh, I cannot wait to see, because like, did the queen get scared? Are the bugs her pets? How big are the bugs? I mean, goodness, are they spiders? They better not be. Are they cockroaches? Because that's what I don't know why my brain goes to like a gross, big cockroach crawly thing. So I want to know what your second detailed sentence is. Maybe they're like 2 butterfly bugs crawling by and they're actually really cute and they're friends with the queen. I don't know. So maybe your guys' brain doesn't go to something super gross, or you guys might like bugs better than I do. So 2 bugs crawled by the queen. Make sure you do your second detailed sentence to add to this story that we have started, and do your picture, okay? And when you're finished with all of your spelling work, you are gonna do pick 2 more words to use in a complete sentence. So you can use the same picture that you drew from Monday. So if you picked, I know a lot of us picked like the words one, I saw a lot of drawings of a hawk. So you can feel free to use those pictures that you drew to come up with your sentence for today. I don't mind if it's the same 2 words, or you can come up with 2 completely new ones. So that is up to you. I can't wait to see your final product. And once again, have a good rest of your day. I will see you either in the Zoom meeting later today, or I'll see you tomorrow for Read Aloud for our work. And then you guys can just wait on the edge of your seat to see what Mrs. Overish has come up with for Fun Friday this week, because the origami was kind of a mess. So I'm learning from my mistakes, everyone. All right. Happy Wednesday. See ya.